Hey guys, what is going on? Like I mean, one just video back from another video, and welcome back to another all my minifigs in my collection video, where today in this video, we'll be taking a look at all my Marvel minifigs in my collection. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off, we have Captain America, and this is my first version of him. I really do like the shield. I do like the coloring of it with like the red, this really nice white, and then also like the blue. And then his torso print is definitely really cool as well. I really like the belt print on him with like the buckle in the silver or like gold color. And then like the printing for like the red and the white sort of stripe definitely does look really cool. And then the star, and then also maybe some like muscle printing as well for like the parts up here. And then at the back it does continue that really nice pattern with the red and the white, and then the star, and then also the belt with like some pockets at the back as well. And then his head is definitely really interesting because they have his sort of head and then the mask printed on the one part, so that is definitely really interesting. But I think it turned out really cool because it has like the letter A, and then you can see his eyes, and then also like a facial expression, which is possibly maybe like a sort of a smile. It would have been really cool to possibly maybe get another one, but I can see why they didn't do that, because like you would have printing on one side and then the other side, it would look really strange. But they could have possibly like given you two heads in the minifig, and then at the back of the head, it does have a bit of printing, but it is quite hard to see. It's just like some line detailing, and then there's also some really nice silver on the torso, and then no back or front leg printing, which is definitely quite a shame because they could have maybe like put some boot printing on there or something interesting like that. The next minifig is the Mighty Micros version of Captain America. Now, I believe the shield is pretty much the exact same because it does have the same sort of color scheme, but I might be wrong about that. Now, I really like the sort of cartoonish feel these sort of Mighty Micros have. I think it definitely does look really cool, and it definitely does have this really sort of cartoonish feel to it. I really find it interesting how Captain America has two white sleeves. I think that is definitely really interesting, but I guess it does work at the same time as well. And he does have a lot more of a simpler torso print with the star in white, and then the same pattern with the red and the white, a bit more of a simple belt print, and then at the back it basically just has like some belt there, but nothing too interesting about that, and then just the same sort of pattern with the red and the white. And then the face expression is definitely my favorite. It's a really big smile with like two wide eyes, a really big smile, and then like the letter A. So definitely really similar with the torso printing and also the head printing, but just a little more cartoonish and simple. And then at the back, there's nothing too special on the head, like no line detailing. And then the legs don't have any printing, and I can see why, because it might be a little hard to like print stuff on such small legs because they are short legs in a really nice blue color. Next we have Red Skull, and I find this minifig really cool because I love the amount of detailing on the torso with the belt and then the buckle having the sort of Red Skull or Heel Hydra sort of logo. I think that definitely does look really cool with like the silver and black coloring. And then the torso also has like some printing for like the side belt and then like some sort of buttons there. And then like the sort of trench coat he is wearing, really nice sort of outline of that. And then also maybe like some sort of brownish shirt under that. Definitely really cool. And then the belt does continue also with like the side belt. And then just a bit of like sort of crease printing at the back. And then his face expression is definitely really cool. It definitely does look really angry with like the mouth he's sort of facial expression is having. And then also like the lines to sort of show his anger. I think that definitely does look really cool. And then there is no sort of leg printing, and I can kind of see why, because it may be hard to like print sort of black shoes on black pants, or it might be hard to actually see like small printing on like black pants. And then I believe he does have just some generic black hands. I kind of wish they maybe gave him like some brown ones for like gloves or something. I think that would have looked really cool. Next, we have the Mighty Morphin's version of Red Skull, and just like Captain America, I really love the cartoonish and just simple feel of him. He definitely does have a lot of similar detailings on him, just like the Red Skull, but in a more sort of cartoonish and simple feel. So he does have the same belt design, but instead of having like the Red Skull or Heel Hydra logo, he just has like a silver belt. And then he does have the sort of same trench coat design, but instead of having buttons, he just has it sort of outlined, and that's all on his torso. And then at the back, I think this is my favorite part about the minifig. He has this really nice sort of Red Skull or Heel Hydra logo on the back of him in this really nice sort of cartoonish feel. And then he just does have this simple brown belt. And then his face expression is definitely a great one, because I just love how silly and crazy it does look. He definitely does look pretty angry with like the mouth he's pulling. His eyes are definitely really interesting. And then also he does have the sort of same design or same concept with like the lines to show that he is angry. And it would have been great to actually get hands in brown to actually represent gloves. And there is no back printing or front printing for the legs. And then the final minifig in my Marvel collection is a Hydra agent or a Hydra henchman from, I believe, the comics. And I think this is definitely a really great version with some really nice color scheme on him, with like a green and then a bit more of a sort of dark green and then a bit of yellow. And I find it really interesting with the legs. It has like dark green sort of leg parts, and then like this part here is in this really nice green color. I think that is definitely really interesting. You really don't see that too often with Lego minifigs, and it's really cool to actually get with this minifig. He does have some really nice torso printing with like a really nice yellow belt with some detailing on it, like a pocket, maybe some sort of parts there. I think that is definitely really interesting, like some ammo or something like that. And then he does have this really nice sort of overall sort of design, like overalls. I think that is definitely really interesting. I'm not 100% sure on what it is. It kind of looks like the letter H or something, maybe like henchman, not 100% sure. And then it is hard to see, but you can actually see some like muscle printing in the background. And then at the back it does continue like the sort of color scheme with like the belt, really nice belt printing there with like some pockets, and then like once again like the sort of same design with the letter H, and then also some like back printing with like some creases maybe. And then his facial expression definitely does look pretty angry, but not as angry as Red Skull. I think that is definitely really cool, and I think the yellow eyes definitely do look great. It kind of looks like he's wearing like a yellow mask, but I'm not 100% sure. And then he does have the letter H at the back of him, and I think that definitely does look really cool. And also some printing for like lines, not too sure on what that is, but I think it does look really interesting. And then he does have some really cool yellow hands that actually represent gloves. I think that definitely does look great. And then he does have like some small lines printed on the front of his face to actually sort of show that sort of facial expression, and also some like maybe creases in the mask he actually is wearing. So hope you guys did enjoy this video as much as I did making it, because I really did enjoy sharing my thoughts and opinions on all my Marvel minifigs in my collection. Possibly in the future I may get more Marvel sets, because when I actually got the Captain America vs. Red Skull set, that was actually the one with like the whole sort of comic book inside of it, and that was like the sort of a classic Marvel wave, and I really do regret not getting more of them, because I thought it was really interesting how you got like a comic book with your set, and then the builds were definitely really great, and it kind of did remind me of like the Avengers TV show, which was around when those sets actually did come out. And some of the new Marvel sets, they're okay, but I think some of the old ones or older ones are definitely a lot more better. So hopefully in the future I may actually get some more Marvel sets, but I'm not too sure on that. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. And as always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I can see you soon. Goodbye!